guess we're gonna do a tour of the studio. What we got here? We got some signed T-shirts up on the wall. This is Raven Black. I only got 2 signatures from them. They were pretty nice at the concert. I'm not too down with how they go about promoting themselves on the internet. It's kind of a pay to get more crap from them kind of thing, but I can't really knock them because they're making money, and I could just get my mom to listen to me if I'm lucky, even though that's not her thing. You got Rehab signed shirt. They did the Bartender song that everybody knows, but I do think their shit's pretty cool. There's Icky Woods signed to me, doing the Icky Shuffle. We got some vinyl up here. We got some Jay Mascis from Dinosaur Jr., which odd enough is the drummer in the band Witch. We got some Johnny Cash, some Cheech and Chong, and some Sleep. And this is a band called Horizon. I've seen these guys once, and they put on a really neat show. I mean, I was so captivated by the band that there was a giant robot battling an eyeball in the middle of the crowd, and I didn't even notice until I happened to look over and see that going on. All these microphones up here, they come from Sylvia Massey's Microphone Museum, and she's recorded bands like Tool and System of a Down, Johnny Cash, Prince, some Tom Petty. These ones up here, they came out of World War II tanks, and none of this stuff is particularly good microphones. It's kind of cool just to kind of make some sort of background experimentation with, give everything some textures. That's actually my first guitar strap. It looks like dirty underwear. It's seen some better days. Behind a tapestry, I got, you'll see a bunch of like blankets on the wall to dampen the sound. I would like in this area to go ahead and throw up some of those fancy foam things just to make it not so echoey in here. But there's not a lot of echo to this place, actually. It's pretty solid. Fender PA, I'm actually using it to mix on because I'm a poor kid and I can't, afford monitor speakers. There's a Joey Ramone bobblehead. There's my computer and it's set up. I got wires everywhere. It doesn't look very pretty. This little blue PreSonus box down there, I'm going to have to upgrade that eventually because that only allows for 2 microphone ports. And unfortunately to record drums, you need a whole series of microphones if you want to do it right. And that's going to be a heavy investment. So that's going to take me some time. I could do an okay job with 2 microphones on all this stuff, but I'm not the best drummer in the world. I'm not the best musician in the world, but that's a goal. Gotta start somewhere. This blanket over here, I would like to find some sort of tapestry to cover that up. It would be better. We got little He-Man hanging out up here. We got some more vinyl up there. That Psycho Stick poster is signed. A lot of the bands, that aren't really big, they got, almost like Kickstarters for their albums, and we'll send you something pretty cool for just buying a damn CD, because nobody does that anymore. These areas up here, I would like to find some sort of curtains to hide all the stuff behind, but I don't want like straight curtains. I want something that's kind of porous, maybe like lace or something that can breathe, something along that lines. Little Pizza Man. I bought the Little Pizza Man from Toys R Us before Toys R Us went down. So we don't have Toys R Us anymore. We got these guys that my mom bought me. I think they're pretty cool. That unit underneath of it, I have no clue what that was. It is actually my father-in-law knew somebody that knew the bass player for Morbid Angel before he died, and I had bought some miscellaneous stuff from I think it was his aunt that was trying to just move some stuff out of her house. And this is my first real amp. I had a little tiny crate amp before that, but this is my first real amp. It's loud and it's clean, so you hook up a bunch of pedals to it, it'll do what you want it to do. And this one here, that actually belonged to the bass player for Morbid Angel also, but this is my first tube amp, so I actually really like the clean sounds on that one. It's actually a red knob too, but they had switched out the knobs for it. And that Gallion and Kruger is my bass amp, which goes down to these speakers behind my pedal board at the moment. And it has PV Black Widows imitations in there, which are still pretty good. And a lot of these other auxiliary speakers I bought from a churchyard sale, so it was a steal. I had to take it. I couldn't let it sit there. This mountain of crap right here, I need some sort of maybe TV stand or something that I want to throw down over here. I don't want to cut out those t-shirt area or anything, but I would just like some way to organize that mound of stuff right there, you know. It would be a lot better. An old Electra Lawsuit guitar. I guess Gibson doesn't like when you make things that resemble their guitars, so, but I can't afford a Gibson, and this thing's really cool. This 8-string here, Schecter, I'm gonna have to replace the input jack, but I got it for a good deal, so I can't cry too much about it. I wish I could play it now, but I will be able to play it since I pinpointed the problem, so that'll be alright. This AC here, that's my Father's Day present, because my old AC kicked the bucket last week when it was stupid hot out. It just said goodbye world. And that's something that my grandmother had done, and my mom was picking on me and said, that guy right there, that's Bill. I guess that was skinny me before I became beefy me, you know. And you got some Ren and Stimpy up on the ceiling. I'm like a really big Twin Peaks nut, so there's Dana Ashbrook, Bobby Briggs signature. I don't know what to say about Twin Peaks. It confuses most people but entertains the crap out of me. I threw up some posters on these windows today just to reduce the amount of sunlight in there. I know that'll end up fading my posters, but it's not like this crap's from the 70s or anything. I think it'll help out my AC a little bit. We got over here this damn Sting. It's signed to me. I had to wait in the line, watch hungover people puke all over the place, and kind of pass it up in the line to actually get his signature. It was weird. I kind of remind me of the Christmas Story Santa Claus, you know, where, you know, you go up and meet somebody and they're just about as happy as his expression looks right there, you know. I think he appreciates everybody, but he might just be grumpy like me. Some Adventure Time. Because I like weird crap. And that cartoon was pretty freaking awesome. Kind of like Ren and Stimpy. It was friggin' awesome and weird. This is about the same thing, you know. I'm going to throw this up here as a temporary curtain. Maybe a long-term curtain. I don't know. Some dark crystals. Cool stuff. And Kurt Cobain, you know. Or else we would all still be listening to New Kids on the Block, even though I got picked on for listening to that crap. You know, what were we listening to before? MC Hammer, New Kids on the Block, E-Buck, AA, and some Tool. This is like one of them posters that where you never really know which side's up and which side's down. Yeah, come back over to the computer. I'll show you what we're working with. Program-wise, we got a few of them in here. I almost like direct recording through the audio interface because the amp simulators are almost as good as having high-end amps nowadays. I mean, amp sims back in the 90s were kind of a joke, but still kind of fun to play with. But there's Reaper up here, which is kind of a free one, but does everything that you really want it to. And then we got Studio 1.3 and Studio 1.4, which is where I do all of my mixing and crap, somewhere in between those three. Other than that, it's just kind of a nice place, you know, for me to like have a peace of mind with the kids and everything. You need some alone time. The unfortunate thing is, you know, when you work and you get older, it's like you get some sort of mental fatigue, and music happens to take brain power, which I don't really have as much as I wish I had after working in a hot factory for 10 hours a day, that kind of thing, you know. It's kind of hard to think afterwards. You just kind of want to be a zombie. I might end up making another video sometime and just take through like all the different guitars I got. Not all of these are guitars. And there's guitars. There's like a little auto harp. There's a damn cello that I don't know how to play, but I'll make some weird noises with. And a banjo hidden in there. I think up there somewhere, before I get moving too far, I got some crap hidden in there, like an ebow for effects. And I think there's a ukulele hidden in my Uncle George's chest. I miss guys like that. Yeah.